It's Diana with StampingWithDi.com. Welcome to this week's Whatcha Makin Wednesdays. I have to say that slow because it always sounds like I'm saying like Jamaica. And maybe we wish we were in Jamaica. But anyways, so welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Candy, you are the first one here, bright and early. That is good. I like to see that. So I'm going to use the new stamp set, Catch You Later. So this is the same one. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot. This is the same one I used the other day when I did the really cute little quail calendar that was for my swap. So all the swaps are in the mail. I actually heard from Kim and she got them. So I'm like, yay, yay, yay. Especially, mail's a little slower and all that kind of stuff. And I hate to be the last person getting their swaps in. I would love for her to get them all in early, right? And then she can get them all sorted and back in the mail to us. I always love getting new ideas, and I hope you also do too, because a lot of times I will case or tweak or use those ideas for my upcoming classes and events. So it's a win-win for everybody, I think. All right, so hey Dawn, hey Nancy. All right, so let me flip the phone around and we will get started. All right, let's see here. All right, also don't forget tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day for my double eggs. So if you are keeping track, you should have a chart that you keep track of your orders with the date, order number, write the amount before the tax and shipping, and then how many eggs that you've earned. So you have to order at least 50 before tax and shipping to earn an egg. But right now you're earning 2. You're like doubling up on them. And when you've earned a dozen eggs, then you get to pick $35 in free stuff. So it's a great, and this is just something that I do. It's not through Stampin' Up. It's just something that I do. And you can get this flyer, chart, whatever you want to call it, off of my blog. But also when you place an order, I always send you an email when I get the order, and I attach that chart to the email, and then you can just print that out. All right, so don't forget that double eggs ends tomorrow. And when you are placing an order, there's my hostess code for this month. So hey, Ginny and Sherry. Hey, Rhonda and Anne's here too. Oh, so don't forget to use that. All right, you girls are getting me all excited. All right, so hang on here. Let me put that in there so I don't lose it. Okay, so we are using the Catch You Later stamp set. So like I said, this is what I used the other day, and here's the cute little calendar I did. I just have covered the date. I don't know if it's bad luck or not, but I just put a Post-it note thing over top of the calendar just in case. But this is the little quail. And so today I'm using the kitty cat. All right, so let me put that up there on my shelf. So we are going to use the cute little kitty cat. This whole set is very, very fun. I'm still trying to think if I'm going to do it as a class or not. Let me know your thoughts. The January class I showed, hang on a second. I put it over here. Hang on. All right, I talked about this the other day. So January's class is this one, Nuts and Bolts. And it is super cute. And I haven't announced it yet. I mean, I'm telling you here, but I haven't sent out an email or anything. But Catch You Later is cute too. So we're using that. But I also wanted to play around with a stamp set that's in the main catalog. So I grabbed Seascape. So I'm just going to combine these two because I thought it would totally go with the little cat and the little fish. So that's what I'm using. All right, let me get my little grid sheet going. I'm also using the note cards. Now I have to make a bunch of these, and the note cards are perfect. When you have to make a bunch of cards, they already come cut, scored with envelopes. they are a must. So if you are placing an order to get your double reward points, make sure you put a couple packs of these. Oh, a class in the mail would be great. Love, catch you later. Well, I hope you like the nuts and bolts too, because that's the January one. And I've already got projects in mind, and I've got stuff that I ordered to do an extra little project. So hopefully everybody else likes that one too. All right, so that's what you definitely want to grab are the note cards. All right, so like I said, they already come scored. Let me just, so that is all ready to go. All right, but what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp on the front of it, and I am going to use my Stampin' blend. So when you use your Stampin' blends, they bleed through. So you want to make sure that you don't just stamp on the note card and then color, because it's going to bleed through. So what I did was I just cut a smaller piece of basic white, and that's what I'm going to stamp my little kitty on. All right, I've got a few colors going on here. All right, let's see here. Where is my kitty? Here, kitty. All right, there it is. All right, so I'm going to put my little kitty down here in the corner. So cute. Oh my gosh, I just love it. All right, so we're going to put our little kitty down here in the corner. And then the greeting for the front of the card, I want it to be the "You're just perfect." So I want to make sure that I've got this mounted pretty straight. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stamp it, and I'm going to stamp it on my grid sheet and use the lines on the grid sheet, and I will see if it's straight. So I see that I need to just ever so slightly drop my left side down when I'm stamping it. Because no matter how perfect you are, you can never get those labels on exactly perfect. So just a little bit down to the left. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to let that dry a tad before I do anything more to the kitty. So let's bring our card over. So we're going to do some stamping on the inside of the card as well. So what we're going to do, I want to look up the finished one, right? I always have one off to the side. All right, so we're going to do some stamping on the inside with the what did I call it? Seascape? Seascape? Yeah, Seascape. So I'm going to use some Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to make it look like a fish tank on the inside of the card. So we're going to go these things. And I'm a stamper, not a fish professional. So these are just called these things right there. All right. Then I want to make sure I was done with my Bermuda Bay pad. Yes, I am. All right. Then we want our Poppy Parade. And I know this is coral. So this is the Poppy Parade is going to be the coral. So I've got some coral going on, and I want to put a tiny little bit here as well. Okay. Close the pad. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to switch this out, because that Poppy Parade pad takes a little bit longer to dry, and it'll get all over my hands. So I'm just going to get myself a new piece. So when I'm making a whole bunch of them, I wouldn't, like I would, I would do all my Bermudas, I would do it in assembly line. But anyways, okay, so we have our little thing here. Then I want my bubbles. So I'm going to do some balmy blue bubbles, but I also want to put my greeting. So before I put my bubbles, I want to put my inside greeting, and I want to put a little fish bum. And you're going to go fish bum, and I'll go yes. So this will make sense in a second. All right, so with pumpkin pie, I'm going to take my little fish, And we're just going to put our little fish right here. So we've got our pumpkin pie little fish. And then the inside is going to say, I'll catch you later, dear friend. Hey, Brenton. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to see how straight I am, how I mounted that. So again, I need to go down to the left a little bit when I stamp it. So there's the inside. And then, all right, I'm just closing all my pads because I just know. All right, now with Balmy Blue, we need some bubbles. So I'm going to take some bubbles. So we want little bubbles here, some bubbles here, just a few bubbles around. Okay. Actually, I want to have some bubbles going off of the card too. All right, so there we have some bubbles going on. Hey, Virginia's here. Hey, darling. All right, so there we have that. Okay, now we can set this aside to dry, and I'm just going to flip that over so I have a nice clean piece. All right, so something else that's in the new catalog coming are some new masks, and these are, so I just put them in a baggie. So I have all my masks in a baggie. These are the butterflies and flowers layering decorative masks. Now you can use them with the paste. You can use them with sponges. I mean, you can use them with so many different things. You can spritz through them. But what I want to do is I'm going to use this one, and I want to make it look like it's wallpaper on the wall behind the cat. So what I did was I stamped my cat on some of these Post-it notes. Now remember, these are the Post-it notes that are sticky all the way down except for this area right here. This little, looks like a yield, right? Almost like a yield. So just the very end of it doesn't have any Post-it. So what I did was I just stamped my kitty on there, and then I cut my kitty out. And you can use her quite a few times. All right, so I've cut my kitty out. Now, when I cut her out pretty close. Like I cut out some of the black away. So like if you can see the difference between these two, like see how this has kind of got a thick line? I cut quite a bit of the line away because I don't want it to have like that ghost image around it. Now I'm just using the mask, so it wouldn't be as obvious if there was a ghost because I'm using the mask, but it just is a good practice to cut it that way. So when you're masking, you don't get that. All right, so now what this does is now my little kitty is protected. She's not going to get any ink on her, any mask on her. And I'm going to use the Balmy Blue again. I'm going to use one of our blending brushes. Love, love, love the blending brushes. So I'm going to bring this mask over, and I'm just going to lay it over my card. And I'm just going to blend through the holes. So I'm picking up my Balmy Blue, and I'm going to get a lot of it off on my grid sheet. And I'm just bringing it over, and I'm blending it through my mask like that. So then, and I picked Balmy Blue because I'm hoping that blue shows better than the pool party. All right, so there we go. So can you see that? So yeah, you can see that. Let me lift it up to the phone. So see, so Balmy Blue shows a little better than pool party. You know how pool party just kind of blends in, right? So now it looks like the kitty has got wallpaper behind her. She's not just stamped on the note card plainly. Not that it wouldn't be cute, you know, if you did that, but I just wanted to have a little bit something going on with the card. And then we're just going to peel this off. And I'm going to put my little mask with my stamp set because I can use this quite a few times, especially because I am making a whole bunch of these. So I can use my kitty over and over and over again. So see, now my kitty, she's like ready to color because she doesn't have any of the mask on her because I masked her before I used the mask. All right, so let's get our blends out. And we have to scoot down for one thing. Let me scoot down. So we're gonna also put some cute little cheeks, of course, right? We're gonna put some cute little flirty flamingo cheeks on our kitty. We are going to, so I'm using the Balmy Blue blend on the card as well in regards to the Stampin' blends because I used the Balmy Blue here. I'm also using Balmy Blue cardstock. Hey, Carol. So we've got our Balmy Blue, light and dark. This is just so cute. And you can do this with all of them, right? This stamp set is so fun for doing like the corner kind of things. All right, so then I have my pool party. So this is the light pool party. So I'm just doing the bowl with the light pool party. So I'm doing one coat of light. And then we'll just let that soak in. And I'll use that again after. All right, now we want to color our cute little fishy. So this is just dark pumpkin. Because I used, did I use pumpkin inside? I think I did. I have pumpkin out here. Now I'm trying to think if I used it on the inside. My mind, right? All right, so there's our cute little fish. All right, so let's color our kitty cat. Now the kitty cat's going to be gray. So I wanted my kitty cat to be gray. So I'm using the dark gray granite. And she actually has several colors on her. But I'm starting with the dark gray granite. You can make your kitty be whatever color you want. I tried her in different colors. Here she is. This is me playing, right? Hey, Debbie. This is me playing. So this is her with Crumb. So she was a brown kitty. But then I end up switching her to be gray. All right, I've got to put a little bit. So even though there's no line there, like, you know, the artist, Stampin' Up! Artist didn't put any lines for the ear holes, I still want ear holes on my cat. So I just put some flirty flamingo there. So again, this is still the dark gray granite. And then we'll do the light gray granite. She's such a cute kitty. And I'm going right over top of the cheeks and right over top of the pink because it's still underneath there, right? You can still see it underneath through the fur. So cute. And just touch up our areas where those two colors meet. And if you want to have a little definition here, just put a little right here by the nose, and that will give your kitty just a little bit of a face, right? Okay, so that was our dark and light gray granite. And then I'm going to take my dark smoky slate, and we are just going to make some hair marks, right? I'm just making, I'm not coloring, I'm just making lines so that our kitty is going to have hair. So just here and there. So she's got some hair. I'm also going to do it with the dark crumb. So let me scoot down and make sure you can see good. So see how she's got some hair going? So I'm also going to do it with the dark crumb as well. So she's got a little bit of dark crumb in her hair as well. And while I have the dark crumb out, I'm also going to put our kitty cat on a table. So this is just a dark crumb. I'm just drawing a line. So now she's on a table. And then I'll just take the light crumb and add a little bit on there as well. So now you've put her on a table as well as put the the wallpaper behind. Now one thing I did forget was, where's my light pool party? Hang on a minute. Here we go. Light pool party. I want to put a little bit of light pool party on the eyes of my kitty cat and my fish. It won't be as noticeable on the fish because the fish has got that pool party around her. All right. And then what I want to do is I want to take my light gray granite. Where are you? Light gray granite. Here we are. Light gray granite. And I'm going to put a little bit here because we can see the cat's body through the bowl. So I want to add some light gray granite here as well because it would change the look of the bowl right there where that cat is showing through. So I'm using just light touches. So it just changes the look right here of the bowl. And then I'll go over it with the pool party again. So you've got pool party, then you've got gray, and then you have pool party again. And that just makes the fish bowl, let me bring it up. So now the fish bowl, because it wouldn't look, because if the cat's behind there, right? It would change the look. It would just change the look. All right. So let's add some gel pen. All right. So I'm going to add a little bit of gel pen. So we're going to put some little bubbles around, little eye thingies on our animals. And I'm also going to put a few little hair white as well. And that's just going to make her fur look even more realistic. And she also needs some little freckles on her cute little pink cheeks. So see how cute she is? Oh my gosh. Wouldn't you just love to get a card like that? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So she's so cute. All right, so I'm gonna let her dry a little bit. So let's bring our card over. So here we have our inside of our card. Let me scoot up a little bit. I don't need this anymore. So we have the inside of our card. And I wanted to put this on a piece. At first I was going to put it right on here, right? White on white. I love doing tone on tone. But I did want to have just a little bit of color. So I cut just a thin little piece of a border of the balmy blue. And that made this top piece pop a little bit. So that's what that is. And again, these are the note cards. So they already come cut and scored. I just added a little piece of the basic white. So there was a layer and a layer of the balmy blue on the top. So there we have this. And I also want to put it on with dimensionals. Get my dimensionals out. So I want to put this on with dimensionals just to have it have a little bit of definition. So it's weird not to be doing Christmas cards. I have extra ones on the kitchen counter because I told Eric and Jeff, I go grab them as you need them, you know, for Eric's bus driver, people at work. Jeff already took his people at work stuff, but you know, there's the janitor and stuff at his work. I'm like, grab what you want. That's what they're there for. So it's weird not to be doing Christmas cards. All right, so we have our cute little, you're just perfect. I'll catch you later, dear friend. So get it? So the little fishy is getting away. The cat did not eat the fish. That's just so you know. All right, and then I want to take my Wink Stella. So now that everything is all the way dry, I'm going to take my Wink Stella and I'm going to add a little bit over the top of my bowl and it's hard to see, but it makes that bowl glisten, and then it makes it even more different from the cat behind it, right? That it's, you know, a different part of the cat thing, you know? All right, so where's that one I was looking at? You know, I always have one to look at, and they're very close to being the same. I mean, you could never make them be identical. You know, like this has a little, I can't even remember which one I did. Because they are pretty much the same. But anyways, so this is the one I did. So the cat's a little higher, but they're super cute. So I have to make a bunch of these up. And I thought, you know what you making Wednesdays? I'm making these. And I thought we could make them together. I don't even know if I have makeup on today. Oh my gosh. I might not even have put makeup on. I'm like naked in the face. So yay. So I'm glad you like that. Yay. So they're super fun. They have their own little envelope. So what I'll do is I'll stamp something cute on the envelope too, so that maybe I'll just put bubbles. Oh, I'll put the front of the fish, his face. That would look cute, right? The little face coming in and some bubbles on the envelope. And then you kind of know, right? Like when you're making cards, like do the envelope. Even if you're not going to send the card for a while, always stamp the envelope at the same time, and then you're not having to pull everything out. So I think that's what I'll do. Hang on, let me do it real quick, and then I'll show you. I won't flip the phone. You'll have to watch me stamping with my head. All right, hang on a minute. So this is what I'm going to do for the envelope. So we're going to put the front of the fish coming in. All right, like that. And then some bubbles. So Nancy, you like that? That's good. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to make a bunch of these. These will be thank you cards. Now I want to make sure I'm not in the way of the writing of the address, right? You don't want to impede. Is that a word? Or am I using it improperly? You don't want to get in the way of the thing. So see, I've got my little fish and the bubbles. So there's my envelope. So do your envelopes at the same time. So, but these will probably be thank you cards, top 10 cards, and I just have a bunch of cards I have to whip up. So I thought, you know what? This will be perfect, right? So anyway, so I am glad that you joined me today. Not too super long. Sometimes I get a little windy, but so if there's anything you want to see, my dies shorts on Friday. I hope I have my paper pumpkin. I get a little perturbed. It takes a little bit long to get just from Utah to Arizona. I don't understand that. So I want to play with my paper pumpkin. So I might do that. So, oh, my attention to detail. I think I just anal. But that's a much nicer way to say it, Nancy. My attention to detail. But, so anyways, how many times can I say anyways? So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will see you. I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is work day, and I got pumpkin pie to make and whatever else I have to do. And then, I guess I won't be doing pumpkin pie because then we'll get to eat it up before Christmas. Maybe I'll just be stamping. I do have to clean my studio. So anyways, tomorrow, last day, double eggs. Don't forget. And I will see you Friday for my diet shorts, 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. And thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. I really appreciate it.